Hi folks, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update because I've been a little bit slow off the mark and getting some videos up for you this past couple of weeks. The truth be told, that here in Alberta we've still been under these extreme cold warnings. Temperatures have been around about -30, -40 all during the Christmas period. And then of course we've had heavy dumps of snow, and then it's gone mild and the snow's melted, so everything's been covered in ice. So it's been a little bit of an up and down kind of winter so far. And we're only in January. Now, even though we have had those extreme temperatures, one of the things that I have been able to do is still get outside and run. And those that swing by this channel regularly will know that not only do I enjoy my camping in the great outdoors, but I am also an ultra runner and a trail runner. And during December, I did actually sign up for a couple of virtual events. I did the Sinister Advent run streak, which obviously means running every day between the 1st of December to the 24th of December. I did also do Hanukkah, which is a celebration of the Jewish event Hanukkah. And this involved running for 8 consecutive days, starting on the 28th of November. And I started with 3 kilometres on day 1, and each day we increased the distance by 3 kilometres so that on the final day I ended up running 24 kilometres. Now, the Hanukkah and the Advent run streak had some great race day swag. Well, Sinister Sports really do look after the people that enter their events. And with it double dipping and entering both of them, I got this awesome little flask, which has been great during the past few weeks, taking that hot water with me and being able to get a warm drink out there when it's been bitter cold and freezing. We also got this awesome toque, and again, I've definitely been wearing this given the weather conditions. Very nice, very festive, and I was definitely wearing this over the Christmas period. They also had some awesome shirts. This was the Advent Streak t-shirt that they sent out. And this one was for Hanukkah, which is perhaps my favourite. Blue is one of my favourite colours. And what I loved about them is the quality, and of course they're both long sleeved, which is awesome. I also won both the Hanukkah event and the Advent run streak. Got some fantastic prizes. I got gift vouchers for Runners Sold Down and Lethbridge. I was very lucky in that I also won a pair of Ultra trail running shoes. Now, I've never worn Ultra before, and they've not yet been delivered. They are expected in sometime in February. And, you know, I thought, seeing as I've never tried them before, I'm going to make a little video about them, and I will share my findings as to what I think about them with you close to the time as soon as they've been delivered. Now, the prizing for Hanukkah and the Advent streak also included these 7 Summit snacks. These are a locally owned business up in Edmonton. These are chocolate energy foods for runners. I've not tried these before, so I'm quite intrigued to see what they taste like. And I think I'm probably going to throw together a video and see how these compare to those other kind of energy foods that are out there on the market. Something else that I will be telling you about will be this thermos, this thermal bottle even, and this is another prize. This is another part of the prize. This is apparently great for using during the winter months to stop your water freezing. It's something that, again, I've never used before. If you do run here in Alberta and you go on long runs and you take those backpacks with you with water, and they do tend to freeze. So I am, again, very interested to see how these perform in cold temperatures, to see whether it really is like eating an ice lolly or whether it does actually keep your water as water. And of course, the Fenix bags, which these are great for drop bags, for definite when you do those ultras. And they're excellent because I'm no doubt they're going to keep my gear dry when I'm out there on the trails for hours on end. And finally, this was another awesome prize, which I was not expecting at all. It's the Fenix head torch. This one is the HR18RT. This came along in the little prize pack for me. I've already mentioned that I'm hoping to do a head torch review, and this is certainly going to be in that video. I want to see how this performs, whether it's going to be the best thing for those longer trail runs that I do when I get out there and do 100 milers on the trails or whatever. and how the battery lasts and all that kind of thing. So that's going to certainly be something that we're going to be doing in the next 2 or 3 weeks, not just with this head torch, but as I mentioned earlier, with some of the others, including the Black Diamond and the Olight as well. Now on Christmas Eve, I actually found myself doing the Beauty and the Beast Ultra. This was around about 27, 28 miles. And I ran around the local lake, yes, on Christmas Eve. And I was out there and temperatures of around about minus 30 degrees. And I actually finished in just under 5 hours. In fact, I think it was around about 4 hours, 45 minutes. Now, the past couple of weeks have been much easier running, although I am starting to build up for this year's races. And for those of you that are interested, I actually have a marathon planned. This is going to be my 45th marathon or something crazy in my running career. I'm going to be doing the Red Deer Marathon, which is fairly local to where we live here. I'm kind of hoping that I can do a sub 3 hour 15 minutes. And I'd love to go back to London in the United Kingdom and get on that championship start again. Hence my goal for Red Deer being a sub 3 hour 15 minutes. Now, I have done Red Deer before. This will actually be my 3rd time. I have won the ladies race in the past, but this year I'm actually more looking forward to trying to get a decent time, more so than going out there for the win. I don't tend to have that road speed in my legs anymore, having been doing ultra running and trail running for the past 10 years or so. And so this is quite good to mix things up, get a little bit of road speed back, do something a little bit different, and let's just see how I get on. I do have a half marathon in a couple of weeks just to kind of test whereabouts I am in terms of my fitness. I don't suspect that's going to be a particularly fast time because it's going to be in the middle of February and we really don't know what the weather conditions are going to be like here in Alberta. But I'm really looking forward to that. It's the hypothermic half, appropriately named for sure, given the winters that we do have here. Now, one of the other big races that I actually have planned this year is the Backyard Ultra, and this one's going to be down in Okotoks in July. Now, some of you may already be familiar with the backyard format. You basically run 4.617 miles every hour or 6.7 kilometres. And the idea is that you just keep going every hour on the hour for as long as possible. And it's one of those events where it's the last man standing that wins. Now, I actually did the Backyard Ultra a couple of years ago when I represented Team Canada. My personal best there was 36 hours. That was my one and only backyard that I've ever done. And that was actually part of the virtual Biggs Backyard Ultra World Championships. I'm hoping to make the Canadian team again this year, but I'm going to try and up my game, and my goal this year is a minimum of 40 hours. Now, to do 40 hours, that's going to give me something like 160, 170 miles. That is way beyond anything I've ever done before, but I'm really looking forward to the challenge, and I'm really hoping that I can get out there and do it. I've got some great support around me. I've actually been invited back to Team Hold the Carbs, but this time I'm actually going to be on the elite team. If you've not heard of Hold the Carbs, it's a low carbohydrate product suitable for keto diets and everything. And the business is actually headed up by Victoria Brown, who is actually the Hungarian triathlon champion. And she's also the multi-day record holder here in Canada for the 24-hour, the 48-hour and the 72-hour. And of course, Stephanie, who's also on the team, she's actually the Canadian champion in terms of the Backyard Ultra. So I'm in some really great company on that team. And I have to say that being a member of that team is extremely motivating. And I'm pretty sure that we've also got some pretty good goals, some big goals that we're aiming for this year. Now, of course, if I do make the Canadian team, that means that I'll be going to the Backyard Ultra again in October. I don't know the venue as yet, but I'm sure we'll find out if I do make the team. And of course, if I don't, then I do need to have a backup plan. And at the moment, this is all a little bit up in the air. I'm kind of hoping that if I don't make the team, I'll get out there and do another 100 miler, perhaps Haviland 100 down in Phoenix. And if not that, then perhaps I'll end up doing another multi-day event. I'm kind of intrigued to see how I could get on in a 48-hour event or even a 6-day event. And I know for sure that there is a track event over in BC sometime in October, November time that I'm quite keen on doing if the Biggs Backyard Ultra doesn't work out. Now, whilst I'm planning these events, I will of course be sharing some of my experiences with you. I may perhaps do a bi-weekly vlog for you, or I might do it monthly or something, because I don't want to bombard you with loads of running stuff. And along the way, I will of course be giving you some hints and tips just in case you're planning for any particular events. And I'd love to share some of my experiences with you, not just from my training this year, but also the past 30 odd years of running that I've been doing. Now, as I said earlier, I am very aware that some of my subscribers aren't interested in the running side of things, but fear not, I do have some things that may be of interest to you. This next weekend, we're hoping, fingers crossed, depending on the weather, that we may get a hot tenting trip in the bag, and we'll be able to get a little video out there for you. And failing that, we're hoping to do probably a camp in the backyard, simply because of the weather conditions. And this will be trying out the gear top one-man tent based on recommendations following the bivvy video that I did a few months ago. So hopefully, if you're not interested in the running side of things, you will keep popping back, because rest assured there's going to be lots of outdoor stuff there for you too. I may have already mentioned that we're going to be doing a head torch video too. We're going to be looking at the O-White side of things, which is more for camping and backpacking and the hiking side. But I'll also be doing a trail running head torch review, and we'll be looking at the Phoenix head torches and the Black Diamond. And we're doing a little bit of a head-to-head and a comparison between them all. So keep your eyes open for that too. So yeah, that's just a little bit of an update on what I've been doing for the past few weeks, and what I have planned in terms of running over the coming year for those that are interested. And of course, just a little bit of a taste of the kind of camping stuff and outdoor kind of things that I'm going to be doing over the next few months. But as ever, I want to say thank you so much for joining me again today. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening to me going on and on sometimes. It really is appreciated. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, then please consider doing so, whether you're an outdoor enthusiast, whether you're a runner, whether you're just somebody that likes listening to a Stoke accent, whatever. And yeah, I guess in the meantime, stay safe, and I shall catch you all again very soon. Bye-bye now.